Good afternoon to all of you. So we welcome you all in the webinar on industrial and laboratory furnaces. Myself is Hardik Mehta. I take care for furnace department in Tempsens. So first we will discuss about what is Tempsens. So Tempsens is basically thermal and cable solutions. So we basically deal in all kind of thermal and cable solutions. Okay. Now, who we are? So basically, we are the global leader in the thermal and cable solutions, which has been founded in 1976 as a part of the Pyrotech Group. And what is our mission and vision and mission? So our vision is to lead the thermal and cable industry with passion, innovation, excellence, and with reliability. So, as I have already told you, Tempsens is a part of Pyrotech Group, and Pyrotech Group comprises of three divisions. First is Tempsens, which is thermal and cable solution. Second one is panel division, and third one is the electronic division. Hello. And Tempsens has global footprint all over the world. So we have almost 45 years of experience. We have almost 800 employees, and we have manufacturing unit globally 11 locations, and almost 4,500 plus globally customers we have, and we have been selling our products in almost 100 plus countries. And right now we have already got the patents of around 13. So basically, this is the year-on-year growth of the Tempsons. So we have started in 1976 and till 2025, we have extended lot. So we basically do innovation and research in thermal and cable. So we have a professional research and design engineers with us around 55 plus, and we almost spend 3% of our profit on R&D. And we have almost 13 patents are been filed, and we got the certifications of 20. So what we basically do in competencies like mechanical, electronic, and thermal. These are the different business units which are been working in the Tempsons. So first we have a contact temperature sensors in which we deals in thermocouples, RTDs, gauges, fiber optic sensors, thermal profiling system, wireless temperature sensors. Then our second view unit is cables, in which we do different types of LT cable, control cable, power cable, instrumentation cable, signal cables, and mineral insulated cables. Then we have a heater division, industrial heater division, in which we have a different types of heating element, like it are related to component, process, furnace, heat tracing solutions like that. Then we have a non-contact type of sensors that deals in pyrometers, thermal imagers, furnace monitoring camera. Then we have a conductors, which deals in thermocouple extension, compensating, pure nickel, heating element wire, copper nickel alloys like that. And we have another division of furnaces which deals in industrial and customized and standard furnace, industrial ovens, furnace which are been designed for precise control, which we will discuss more in coming time. Then we have a calibrator, temperature calibrator, which are been used for calibration of masters and with both contact and non-contact types of sensors. Then we also deal in calibration services. We have a NAB accredited lab from ranging from minus 196 to 3000 degrees centigrade. So these are the basically key industries in which we have been dealing. So first one is like metal, power, cable, like glass, oil and gas, defense, aerospace, cement, and R&D. This all are the certification we have under the Tempsens, and this is our basic client list in which we have been dealing to all the customers in thermal and cable solutions. So now we will more discuss about our laboratory and industrial furnaces. So in Tempsons, we have been manufacturing large quantities of furnace, which are been dealing. We have been dealing with laboratory and industrial furnaces. Okay, so this part is divided into two parts. We have some standard furnaces with us, which can go up to 1,800 degrees centigrade or to sometime up to 2,500 degrees centigrade in laboratory model. Then we have a customized and industrial furnaces, which are being customized as per the requirement of the customer, and different application we can do it with different types of furnaces. So now we will discuss more about this type of furnaces. So firstly, I want to give the introduction. What is the furnace? So like a furnace is an electrical powered heating device which has been used in scientific and industrial setting for application including material testing, heat treatment and research experiment. So basically furnace is what, like it has been electrically powered. Like we deal in electric powered heating furnaces which can be done, which can be used for different types of application, which include the can be heat treatment of any material, research experiment like material testing like that. So now the working principle of the furnace. So working principle of the furnace is the device, electric heater is a device that convert electrical energy into heat energy. So basically by using the electrical power we convert it into the heat. Okay, the basic principle for the heat conversion is basically P is equal to I square R. So whatever the current has been there, resistance has been there, it will generate the power, and when it has been multiplied by the time, it will give you the heat. So basically, there are three types of methods of heat transfer which are been there. First one is conduction, which has been used by, like you can see, by a candle is been burning, and we are just like some metal has been there, which has been conducting the heat. Convection heating is basically due to the air flow. So when any material is being heated and air flow is been there, so it will convert, it will heat transfer will be through convection. And third one is radiation due to some high temperature radiation IR waves are been there, which have been converted into the heating waves. And what kind of treatment in the furnace we can do? Basically we can do anything we want to do as per the thermal. Some are been listed here like drying, etching, heat treating, annealing, pyrolysis, brazing, etc. So you can see after, before and after, like before heating the condition of the glass material, and after heating the material is been like converted. And how we elect the furnace. So basically electing the furnace depends on the environment, heating element and insulation required. So basically what is the first thing is been asked from the customer, like what is the exact temperature is been required. So temperature can be ranging from ambient to anything about like very near to 3000 degrees centigrade. So different heating elements are been present there. So for, and second one is like what kind of atmosphere the customer needs. So atmosphere is basically some furnaces work under normal atmosphere, air atmosphere. Some furnace work under special atmospheric condition. Okay, and third one is the heating element. So what kind of heating element we will choose depends on the temperature and the level, what will be the atmosphere. So you can see from here that if temperature is 1200 degrees centigrade, it under air or oxygen atmosphere, we can use the alchrome wire. Basically it is a FECRAL, we call FECRAL wire has been there. For 1400 degrees centigrade, if your environment is nitrogen, argon, hydrogen or vacuum condition, we have to use the molybdenum. For air and oxygen, for up to 1800 degrees centigrade, we have to use the molybdenum disilicide heating element. And for 2300 degrees centigrade, for argon, hydrogen, vacuum, we have to use the tungsten or tantalum heating elements. And for 3000 degrees centigrade, we can, for nitrogen, argon, hydrogen, and vacuum, we have to use the graphite. And argon can be used up to 2004, between 2300 degrees centigrade. And these are the insulation material are been listed as per the heating elements. And now like if it also depends on like if customer require the vacuum pump also, so we also provide the furnace with the vacuum pumps. So basically we have a turbomolecular pump, oil diffusion pump, root pump and rotary vent pump. It depends on what kind of vacuum or atmospheric pressure you require inside the furnace. We will select and we will give the to the customer as per the requirement of the vacuums. So what is the USP? So we have all kind of heating element with us. Okay, so we can give all kind of heating element, all kind of insulation material, all we can temperature sensors ranging, like we are the manufacturer. So all is been we have developed indigenously. Okay, so you can see elements like we have told that FeCrAl can work up to 1200, silicon carbide 1400, MOSI to 1800, tungsten 2300 degrees centigrade, and graphite 3000 degrees centigrade heating element. And temperature sensors are also been there for N type can be used up to 1200 degrees centigrade, R type 1400, B type 1800, and pyrometer 3000 degrees centigrade. And then we have different types of insulation with us, like ceramic fiber board with blanket, microporous board, insulation brick, muffles with different types of this panels like controller, intuitive display, programmable controller, like that. So now we will discuss like what are the standard furnaces we have with us in laboratory. So basically, this is our basic model of 1200 degrees centigrade. We called it as MF series. So we have a standard four models available with us, which is MF 112, MF 312, MF 412, and MF 512. Each furnace can go up to 1200 degrees centigrade, and the bifurcation is due to the dimension of the furnace. So we have ranging from around 1.5 liter to 18.5 liter in this. So it is a advantage that we use silicon carbide muffle in that. So silicon carbide muffle has an advantage over the ceramic muffle. It is the thermal shock resistance of silicon carbide is far better than the alumina muffle. So when you want to open the furnace at high temperature, or you want to heat the continuous up to 7 days, 8 days, you can use this silicon carbide muffle for that. And it can the maximum operating temperature can be 500 degrees centigrade to 1200 degrees centigrade. And it has a side door opening, so it will not users are being kept away from the directly exposing to heat. We are been using this special type of limit switches, so whenever the door is being open, the heater power will get uh, heater will not give the power to the system. This is basically a MF312 open view. You can see silicon carbide muffle has been there, insulation material, door and body has been there. And we can also do the tailorization, like customization in the muffle furnace. So if we want to add some argon, nitrogen, or oxygen, hydrogen gas purging application, we can give it pre-vacuum or heat treatment, vacuum with vacuum pump. It has been required, we can provide that. Programmable controller can be provided, air cooling can be provided, and customer size requirement we can do it as per the customization. And basic application of muffle furnace can be annealing, soldering, enameling, hardening, tempering, stress relieving, metal testing. So this is a basic model. So every industry required this type of muffle furnace, so it can be used in every part. Now we have a furnace up to 1800 degrees centigrade. So this is basically high temperature furnace which can go up to 1800 degrees centigrade. So we have a three models available with us. One is 1400, STF 1400, STF 1600, and STF 1800. So sizes can be customized as per the requirement. So basic difference will come as per the temperature. So the STF 1400 uses the silicon carbide heating element which can go up to 1400 degree centigrade. The STF 1600 uses a molybdenum disilicide heating element which can go up to 1600 degree centigrade, and STF 1800 also uses the molybdenum disilicide heating element of 1900 grade which can go up to 1750 degree working temperature. So we are using different types of insulation to get this temperature of 1800 degrees centigrade. So you can see it also comprises of door limit switch, sideway opening. Okay, so you can see the heating element, the insulation material, the door, and the body. And now tailorization, like we can also do customization of this type of furnace also. If you want to purge some gases like argon, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon monoxide, etc., you can purge. We can give the customization as per the requirement. Preheating of the gas, if you want to purge some heating, preheating of the gas inside the furnace, we can also do that. Vacuum of vacuum pump with furnaces with the vacuum pump under vacuum atmosphere can also be provided. And with RS232 communication, 485 communication, we can also provide. And it has also option for water and air cooling, and sizes we can provide you as per the requirement of yours. So basic application of the STF furnaces can be in glass melting, high temperature testing of the ceramics, fusion and firing processes, powder metallurgical processes, hardening, tempering, and stress relieving. Metal testing, ash content determination, like we can do it. Now the tubular furnace up to 1800 degree centigrade. So if customer require to use the furnace with tube, so tube has advantage that if a small material has been there and you have to heat at high temperatures under vacuum or any atmospheric condition, we can use a special type of tubes. So for 1800 degree centigrade, we can give the alumina tube of 99.7%, and for 1200 degree centigrade, we can give quartz or metal tubes. So it is basically easy installation and removable, easy to insert radiation shield. We can use the flanges on both the sides with the maximum operating temperature can be 500 degrees centigrade to 1800 degrees centigrade. So we have a different models available with us. So TF 1200, which can work up to 1200 degrees centigrade, in which we use the N-type thermocouple and the heating element will be FECRAL. Then we have a TF 1400 degrees centigrade, which is thermocouple type of R and heating element is of silicon carbide. Then we have a TF 1600, which use the B-type thermocouple and heating element of molybdenum disilicide, and then TF 1700 uses the B-type of thermocouple and MOSI2. The ceramic tube which is been used inside the furnace can be of different diameters. We have a ceramic tube ranging from 50 mm ID in a diameter to 110. If any customization between that hot zone length is been required, we can do it the same. So you can see the typical inside view of the TF, the heating elements, the tube inside with the insulation. Like in tubular furnace, we have a different types of configuration also. So if a customer asks for a split tube furnace, we can give a split tube furnace. You can see it, there is a two part split. The furnace can be split between the two tubes, and it will give you the easy removable of the tube easily. So you can remove the tube easily whenever you want to remove. And then if for special application, we also provide vertical split tube furnace. So basically when the horizontal split tube furnace has been used in a vertical configuration, this can be used as a vertical split tube furnace. And vertical split tube furnace are been used in mechanical testing at different temperature. So if you want to test any mechanical strength of the material at high temperatures, we can use this type of furnace, vertical split tube furnace. Then we have also rotary split tube furnace. So if you want to rotate the tube furnace with some RPM, at slow speed or high speed, we can do it in split type tube furnace, rotary split type tube furnace. And it can give you the a constant heating zone, and RPM range can be 3 to 20 revolutions per minute by motorized system. Then the same thing also applicable for 1800 tubular furnace, that we can do customization, like different atmosphere we can provide, vacuum pump we can provide, programmable PID controller, adjustable rotation speed, air and liquid cooling, multiple zone. Like if you need a better uniformity, we can give you the multiple zones for the controlling. Different types of tubes we can provide as per the requirement. And application of tubular furnace can be aging, annealing, brazing, calcination, catalysis, CIM, CVD, degazing, drying, hardening, MIM, sintering, soldering, sublimation, like that. Then we have a bottom loading furnace. So this is a basic, like you can see, if you want to uh, do some special kind of heating in which the material will be placed in the bottom plate, and there will be actuator system which will lift the material from the bottom to the top of the heating chamber. This type of furnaces can be used. So basically this actuator will be of DC motor based, and smooth lifting has been there. So we can give up to temperature 1800 degrees centigrade, and we have a different heating elements and different model for different temperature. So we have a BLF 1200, BLF 1400, BLF 1600, and BLF 1800. So internal dimension is 120, 120 by 120. It is in the mm, but we can customize as per the requirement. And thermocouple type can be as per the requirement of the temperature, and heating element will also be the same. So you can see the inside view of BLF 1800, in which bottom lifting plate has been there, 4 number. in which the material will be placed. Then there will be a lifting mechanism which will lift the material on the top of the heating chamber and the frame in the body. In this, bottom loading furnace can also be with gas purging application, pre-vacuum and heat treatment under vacuum. Then we have a programmable PID controller with RS232 485 communication, options for drying as well as force cooling, option for water air cool, available as per the customer size application. And in BLF, the typical application can be calcining, firing, sintering, oxide, ceramic parts, technical ceramics, co-fired, substrate material, capacitors, filters, thermistors, ferrites, sintering, translucent, zirconia, dental ceramics operation, inlays, onlays, crowns, bridges, like that. We can do it in bottom loading furnaces. Then in laboratory model, we also make a 3000 degree centigrade furnaces. So for 1800 degree centigrade, molybdenum disilicide has been used. Above that, we have to use either moly, tungsten, or graphite. So for LVF, like basically vacuum furnace up to 1600 degree centigrade, we use the basically moly heating pure moly heating element. So this moly heating element can be used under high vacuum or under special atmosphere, which can be argon, nitrogen, or hydrogen. And then for 2300 degree centigrade, we use tungsten. So tungsten will also be the same under this special atmosphere of argon, nitrogen, or hydrogen, or under vacuum. And for 3000 degree centigrade, we have to use the graphite heating element, which will also work under nitrogen or hydrogen environment. So you can see the basically inside view of LVF. You can see it's a completely closed chamber. So no, like this heating element will cannot work under the oxidation environment. So we have to completely remove the oxygen from the furnace. So that's why it's a completely closely tight chamber with the feed through and all that things. And then we have a different heating element. Heating element will be covered with different types of insulation. So insulation is basically radiation shield, and then the cooling jacket. So you can see this type of fitting element which are being used for 3000 degree centigrade. So basically these are strip heater, rod heater. So this type of configuration we has to be made for this type of 3000 degree centigrade. So you can see the mesh heater, strip heater, rod heater. And sizes can be for laboratory, we can customize as per the requirement. And the typical application can be of LVF, material processing, sintering, calcination, decasing, pyrolysis, siliconization, synthesis, sublimation, MIM, and CIM. So these were our standard furnaces, which are been customized to some extent regarding the size. But in industrial furnaces, we can customize the complete furnace as per the requirement. So in industrial furnaces, we have a different types of things. So first one is coming electrical oven. So basically, electrical oven is have a temperature range up to 500 degrees centigrade. So capacity can be anywhere between 4 liter to 40,000 liter or maybe more as per the requirement. And temperature uniformity we can provide as per the forced air convection. So we use basically air circulation fan on the top or maybe on the side for to get the 500 to get the uniform temperature complete inside the oven, because at lower temperature radiation heat is been less, so we have to get the uniform temperature only using by air convection. So that's why we use a special type of fan to get the uniform temperature completely inside the furnace. And for oven also we can do television provision of gas purging, preheating, under vacuum, water air cooling, multiple zones, conveyor or bogie type of ovens can also be provided. So you can see the pictures, electrical oven with 500 and then complete 4 zone. So and application can be of drying, heating, thermal testing, hardening, tempering, stress relieving, like that. So now we have the furnace of annealing furnace. So annealing is basically, you can see this is a furnace that we have AF 1200. So you can see AF with different zones and gas purging. So if you want to heat the material, bulk material has to be heated. So we can provide this type of conveyor mesh belt furnace, in which you can see there will be a conveyor belt which will be go inside the heating chamber and the cooling chamber, and it will come out. So it will be a continuous furnace And the heating chamber can be of multiple zones, and cooling chamber can also be of multiple zones. And we can also use a special type of gas. If you want to put some argon, nitrogen, the material has to be heated under some special atmosphere, can also be done in this type of furnaces. So this type of furnaces has been used where bulk material has to be continuous, heat treatment has to be provided to the material. So the temperature can be 1200, and dimension can be as per the requirement of the customer, which can be height, width, depth. We complete customize this type of furnaces. And then the application can be heat treatment, annealing, sintering, drying, curing, crystalline transformation, color alteration, fusion, like that. Then we have a cupellation furnace. So cupellation furnace has been used where you have to anneal the gold at high temperature. So basically, silicon we use because gold has some lead content in that, so it can corrode the heating element. So that's why silicon carbide heating element will be provided protected by the silicon carbide tiles in that, and we put some controlled and preheated airflow entering the furnace. You can see it from the diagram that some air inlet has been there with controlled heating, preheated airflow, and then there is exhaust vent with exhaust fan which will take out the fumes from the furnace. So this is the basically TCF with guided extraction system. Okay, and we have a different models like available with it. One is TCF 15 CF, TCF 50 CF, and TCF 100 CF. Each model can go up to 1200 degrees centigrade, and each furnace has a silicon carbide heating element with silicon carbide of the plates covering that, and the dimension is been given there. So dimension can be different. It depends on the number of cupels we want to put inside the furnace in cupellation furnace. uh, then the pit furnace. So pit furnace is basically furnace which is to be put inside the ground. So pit, we have to make a pit. So if there is a problem in the space, we can use this type of furnace in which the pit has been placed, dug inside a area. Okay, and the temperature can be 1200 degrees centigrade. For that, we can use silicon carbide, nichrome, or canthal heating elements. Then digital PID controllers can be there. Programmable PID controller we can do. Sizes can be as per the customization of the requirement. Sizes can be as per the requirement of the customer, and different configuration, different sizes, different types of fitting element we can give as per the requirement. And application of the pit furnace can be annealing under protected atmosphere, carbonitriding, carburizing, decarb annealing, hardening, stress relieving, wire annealing, normalizing, case hardening. Then this is basically a box and chamber furnace. So whenever the furnace, the size has been very big, we call it as box and chamber furnace. So basically in this sideway heat, the door will be open on the sideway, or also we can open the door on the front side. Door limit switch will also be there, and we can give the chamber furnace with vacuum pump and heat treat with the gases. Like if you want to put some gases inside the box and chamber furnace, which can also be done, and preheating of the gases can also be done. So we have a different model with us, like CF 900, which can go up to 900 degrees centigrade. Sizes can be as per the requirement. Thermocouple can be K type, N type. Heating element can be nichrome. For CF 1200, we have a temperature up to 1200 degrees centigrade. Thermocouple type will be N, and heating element will be FECRAL. For CF 1400, we have a temperature range of 1400. Thermocouple type will be R, and heating element can be silicon carbide. For CF 1600, we have a maximum temperature of 1600. The thermocouple type can be B, and heating element can be molybdenum disilicide. And then we have a model CF 1800, which can go up to 1800 degrees centigrade. Thermocouple type can be B, and heating element will be molybdenum disilicide. And application of CF furnace can be annealing, hardening of big material, billet heating, die heating, debinding, mold, core heating, tempering, normalizing, pre-sintering, and sintering, and wire annealing. These are the basically specially designed high temperature fast heating and cooling furnace. So it is also count. So basically, if we if their requirement of very fast heating and cooling also required very fast, we can give a special system in which heating element can be of silicon carbide, which can heat the material inside the 30 minutes, and then also cool the material from 1200 to 600 degrees centigrade in 30 minutes by using a forced air circulation. So basically, we purge the outside air inside the furnace, and there will be exhaust floor on the outside. It will extract the heat from inside the furnace, and it will cool fast. So it offers 30 minutes of heating and cooling cycle. And then we can also front loading furnace with very big sizes, can be around 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter for 1800 degrees centigrade. So now is the bogie hard furnace. So basically, bogie hard furnaces is like we can provide vertical lift door, and there will be shuttle. So shuttle will move inside the furnace and outside the furnace by motorized system, and you we can put the heavy load on the shuttle, which will directly move on the this shuttle, and it will go inside the furnace, and door will be lifted down, and we can start the process of heating. So the BHF like bogie hard furnace can also be go up to 1600 degree centigrade, and we can provide different types of heating elements and different types of thermocouple configuration as per the uh, model with the temperature, and customization of the furnace can also be provided can be also be done by using the gas purging pre-vacuum heat treatment option for water cooling. And one more thing, we can do it like secondary chamber to, if there is some gases are being involved is exhaust from the furnace, and we have to again heat these gases, we can also provide a secondary chamber for that. Then the application of BHF can be annealing, hardening, stress relieving, post-weld heat treatment, tempering, normalizing, pre-sintering, and sintering and wire handling. Uh, this is industrial bottom loading furnace. So the in laboratory furnaces, we have seen that a small furnace is been used for laboratory model. This is a very big version of this laboratory industrial furnaces. The configuration will remain the same, but the size can be as per the requirement. Okay, so if you want to heat your material and you want to do the continuous cycle, we can do it. Like there will be two shuttles on both the side, in which one time material will be loaded and second will be ready on the second side. When the lifting mechanism will come down, we can provide a second trolley inside the furnace, and it can be lifted up. So we can conserve the energy by using the industrial bottom loading furnace. And it can also go up to temperature of 1800 degrees centigrade, and can be used for firing or sintering of advanced ceramics. And the mechanism which has been raising heart, which has been used, has been very minimum vibration and lift while lifting and lowering. Uh, Now the tilt pouring furnace. So basically, tilt pouring furnace has been used in glass industries, foundries and die casting. So basically, the material will be heat treated inside the this furnace, and there will be a tilt mechanism. So hydraulic tilting or whatever degree manual tilting depends on the weight of the furnace can be done. So we can melt up to 100 kg of material, and hydraulic tilting can also be done. Uh, we can use different temperature and different heating element for different applications. So 1200 degrees centigrade, 1400 degrees centigrade, and 1600 degrees centigrade. So the thing that we have been checked in our laboratory furnaces for 3000 degrees centigrade, the same will also applied in industrial furnaces. It can in industrial furnaces, the sizes will be big and as per the customer requirement, and the same furnace can go up to 3000 degrees centigrade with different heating elements. Like the same thing, like you can see for 1600 degrees centigrade, the heating element will be moly. For 2300 degrees centigrade furnace, the heating element will be tungsten, and for 3000 degrees centigrade, the heating element will be graphite. And the same configuration will also applicable for industrial applications. Like there will be heating element inside the furnace, then there will be radiation shields of different, and then after that, water cooled SS stainless steel chamber will be covering, and they feed through, and there will be no oxygen inside the furnace. So you can see that we have written the application also, like material processing, sintering, calcination, aerospace industry, automobile industry, semiconductor manufacturer, medical device manufacturer, like that. So vacuum furnace, you can see it like there will be a retort in which the metal will be put inside. Then there will be metallic radiation shield. Then there after that graphite felt and chiller unit has been used for cooling the outside body temperature. Then there are different types of heating element: strip heater, rod heater, mash heater, like that. So earlier we have discussed more about this. Earlier, we have discussed more about electrical type of furnaces, resistance type. Now, we are discussing a special model of microwave. So basically, microwave furnace has been used can be used up to 1600 degrees centigrade, and microwave uses the special type of magnetron. So magnetron will give the power directly to the material, and it will directly heat the material directly. Through radiation. So rapid heating and energy efficient. So we can get the 1600 degrees centigrade maybe in 15 and 20 minutes for a small chamber, and skin temperature will is nearly to ambient or door limit switch. Like all the things are there, and we can also do the vacuum and under vacuum also in this type. And the sensor type will be pyrometer, and heating element will be the magnetron. And application of microwave furnace can be material processing, sintering, calcination, drying, sterilization, semiconductor manufacturing, like that. And we can also design the hybrid microwave furnace. So hybrid will consist of convection heating and a microwave heating. And in convection mode, air is being heated using the heater coil, and both the processes combine heat transfer, and very it will give you very fast heating rate, and it will give you the high temperature to the material which has been heated inside the furnace. We also supply accessories and instruments for the different furnaces. So we provide hand gloves to the grab hot material, tongs, heating element of crucible, vacuum pump, gas purging accessories, rotameter, thermocouple, and thyristor controller, safety controller, Eurotherm controller, and SCADA control. So we all provide this type of accessories and instrument with our furnaces. If other furnaces also require, we can provide the heating elements and thyristor or any other solution to the customer. Thank you.